Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So, obviously it's really different from our normal sessions.
Yeah.
In just she was a lot more dysregulated when she came than she normally is.
Right.
But I'm always okay with that because I'm trying to show, particularly Yolanda, who gets so anxious about it,
Oh, okay.
that it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not stressful. I don't have to take on her stress and her dysregulation. That what she's going to use is me not getting dysregulated.
Right. Okay. So I see how that comment in here could have been that pretty difficult then.
Right.
Because,
so I'm trying to convince
I
her because she gets so right now what she does is whenever she gets upset, it's do anything to make her happy, distract her, put a phone in front of her, put whatever. And I'm working with Mom and Yolanda not to do it. We can just stay cool and recognize she's going to get upset.
Right.
And that we don't have to, it doesn't have to be contagious.
Right.
So, so that's what I was trying to kind of model for her. Is just like, it is totally fine for her to get upset.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to ruin our...
Yeah.
Because I knew she'd come around. She has a really good time when she's here, and she knows that.
Right.
But she was really disappointed because Mom came home and then left.
Yeah.
Didn't come with her.
Yeah.
And, so people think kids don't get that, but kids get that.
Right. Well, I thought you did a really great job keeping your calm. When I first got here, I heard the screaming going on and everything in there. I thought you did a beautiful job staying calm and quiet and with her right there. I think it's really good in narrating still what she was experiencing and so saying, I'm mad. Chloe's so mad. And then having her say that back and getting her to the point where she was still connected with you enough to repeat that still, even though she was so dysregulated. I thought that was really nice.
Thanks.
It was really clear that from, I think last time I saw you here was 2 months ago and you just started with her, how much your relationship's grown in that time. I'm so impressed with that. And I think you do a great job in here, waiting for her cues. There were lots of times where I had no idea what she was saying and you were just right there with her and interpreted exactly what was going on for her. And I thought that was really nice.
I love her.
Yeah. You guys have a really nice rhythm going on, and I think it's a really good match for Case. And you're doing a really good job with it. I think it's hard when she's so dysregulated, especially when you're trying to contain the anxiety of Yolanda. I saw that she's trying to placate it a little bit, and it's difficult to convey that. When I noticed in here, I can't remember exactly what was said, but you had mentioned something on the lines of, she just needs her time, it's okay, and she kind of shot down a lot of the ideas and notions there a little bit. And so just kind of containing that and just kind of saying, let's try this and see if she comes around after a little bit. Maybe she won't, and maybe we'll have to try something else, but just giving this a try. So kind of validating that yes, she has experienced this and knows what's happening, but also that it's our job to come from different angles and just at least give it a try.
Right.
So kind of just trying to validate both sides there for her. Yeah. Did you have any questions about when I was doing the play and you were videoing there? I mean, I know it's probably extremely different because she's never directly played with me too much in the sessions that I've been to, so catching the rhythm there is pretty difficult. But
just one of the things why I wanted to record it, any of the particular strategies or methods you were using, like what you would call those,
right?
Because that's one of the things I'm definitely working on is naming the strategy.
Right. So I was definitely doing a lot of narrating. That's what I typically do when I'm newer on a particular client, so I don't know all of her individual differences, or that when the patty cake game was going on, or when you were singing the monkey song, I picked up on the fact that she really likes the exciting points and the points that have the highest point of input in songs and things, which not knowing that before, I typically just narrate as we go along until that's picked up on and learned. And then a lot of what I was doing was just kind of playing side by side, so I'd pick up other food items, so when she wasn't really able to join me exactly in the play, just narrating what she was doing and then having a parallel play going on where I'm doing kind of the same thing she is with a different type of toy, a different food item.
In order to what? What's the...
Just to have the process going on between the two of us and to woo and entice her into the play a little bit more, and chances are the traction's not going to get there until it's gone on for quite some time, but just to
you would call that wooing. That side-by-side play would be part of the wooing process.
Right, getting her kind of enticed in, so it wouldn't be that she's not engaged in opening and closing circles of communication, but you're both engaged in the parallel play, and so it's more level 2 as opposed to level 3 there. And then it was really difficult with the sister there, that's like it's super hard to do the actual like floor time with that and pulling back and forth. So maybe next time I can model some other stuff without that in there. But then with the blowing the bubbles, it was a little more playful obstruction. You know, she was kind of lots of anticipation, so narrating the anticipation, but also my voice, like drawing it out with exaggerated tone and affect, which is one of our strategies. And so just being like, oh my gosh, she is so excited, she's waiting. So drawing out the anticipation in what I say as well. And then asking Yolanda to say, oh, I don't know how. I should have phrased that differently, definitely, but more just that's kind of playful obstruction, like, oops, uh-oh, no more, like, I don't, how, what do I do? And just kind of feigning ignorance there.
So that she would, what's like the
strategy?
So
that she'll cue in a different way and begin to cue in a more relational way rather than just like 1, 2, and 3. And so like pushing the lips together was cueing there. But I think that's going to take more direct coaching with Yolanda to explain the reason behind that, because I think she was picking up on more of the like directional approach to it of like, oh, how, you know, and asking for an answer as opposed to recognizing this as a piece of the relationship. And that's primarily what I was doing, which I think I see a lot of that. I think your strongest point is parent coaching. I think you're a really, really strong floor time specialist with that regard. So I think kind of teaching what's going on and teaching why and explaining why you're doing things is something that I've seen from day one.
And we have a good, Yolanda has come, this is her 3rd session now, and we've built a good rapport as far as, I think she was thrown off by how she was dysregulated when they came in because of it. But, so I think she was looking to take a little more of a breather.
Yeah, passive role.
Because she was trying to re-regulate herself, I think.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
You know, because I definitely saw her a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So I think she was mad that Mom didn't come because she's supposed to be off.
Yeah.
So like she's supposed to be off at 5:30.
Oh wow.
No, she was supposed to have been off and gone home, and they called her to come back and do the session instead of them.
So
I think there was a lot there.
There's probably some affect that Chloe picked up on too that dysregulated her coming here in the first place, underlying that as well.
Right. Well, Mom comes home and says, "No, I'm not taking her. You come back and take her." You know, when she's left, and now Mom's there. I mean, I can imagine for her. She was really frustrated, but she's shared with me too that she's like, you know, I see her just way more, and I know she wants more time with her parents.
Yeah.
So I think she was frustrated.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway.
Breaks your heart.